The following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
So, is there any buildings further back? I mean, just so I can see.
See, there are.
Just want to find a place where I can see the front of the inn.
Oh, sure, that's easy. No problem. Many places there are. Of course, once the traffic picks up more, that's going to get obscuring.
It's alright, I'll move if I have to.
Are we not going to go to the inn?
Why have you brought us here?
I mean, I will leave the...
Sure, there is reason.
I'll look around to see if there's actually
go to their one at some point.
look around and see if
You're
there's
wearing
I'll be fully kitted out again.
a shining, silvery, blonde Adonis looms out of the inn. The sunlight painfully reflecting off of his glistening pectorals.
But the under armor.
They're shining silver armor.
Yeah.
He's got picks on his armor too.
I want to look around and see if there's anyone else watching the inn.
Many people are paying attention now.
I mean, beforehand, and then
You hear a couple of women say, "Oh my God, look at that."
I'll start making my way in the direction of...
Should we stop him?
No, it'd be really funny if we got there and we weren't there.
head back to the inn. I'll follow and see if there's anyone following. Just
Alright, Sulin, you're paying a particularly close attention to everyone who might be following him. You can make a roll. This isn't going to be easy.
it's a 4.
Many people are looking at him, though. Some with hatred, some with envy, some with longing, others with curiosity, some with godly wariness.
I'll follow behind. Just
As you arrive at their inn, I don't know where you
We'll like follow behind so that he goes to the inn. We're not there.
Which entrance you going in, the tavern or the inn? Okay. Looking for a room.
No, I'm
We
looking...
don't have any.
I am looking for some associates of mine.
Interesting. There are many people who look for others here. We provide a discreet service.
Well, I'm sure they... I'm sure they'll be down any moment, but we'll just wait.
No, we'll wait outside until he comes out because we're not there.
It would be glorious.
Before, yeah, or whatever.
Well, we're
Waiting outside.
I'll wait for, if there's not one immediately present, a guard to come by. One who doesn't look like he's hella busy.
Interestingly enough, that doesn't seem to happen.
I'm going to just do a perception check of this place while I'm just waiting in it.
just don't cast
No.
detect evil.
Ah! I'm melting!
In that case, just a random passerby.
Alright.
Friend, please, for a moment, I have a question.
What are you looking at?
I just wish to know where the job boards are. I can find work for one, and I'll leave it an X on my back of the pit, such as myself.
Job boards. What are you talking about?
You know, where people post things they want done.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Strange. Alright. People in Hasseldorf were much more helpful.
Walks off, limping slightly.
After a couple of minutes of watching these guys doing what they're doing, I'll head into the inn.
No, someone that ruins the job.
There's Saphiro. He's completely out of place.
Ah! There he was. Wait, why did you come from outside?
Because it's easier than coming from inside when you're outside.
Oh, you'd already left this morning. My apologies. I tried to get here before.
I assumed you were slovenly.
I tried to get here before you'd all left. Obviously, I was an
Saphiro is looking radiant today. Like he is almost exuding light in this shadowy, dank pit of an inn.
This place is probably wrong for you.
Oh, no doubt. But this is where you're staying.
His boyish smile goes ting.
I'll look to the innkeeper and say, no offence meant. I will take him from you.
No, don't. We were getting on famously.
Let's go.
Good day. And I will leave with soon. And I suppose you two... We got Chuckles and Dum Dum here.
Visibly, obviously restraining myself from laughing.
Biggs and Wedge here.
Strangely avoiding eye contact.
I don't know what you've done to them, but your antics from last night seem to have rubbed off on them.
Oh, it was just a little fun, Sulin. You should lighten up some more.
They were doing it to you just before.
Oh, let me guess. You knew that I'd left and come all the way to see you because you'd all left.
Yes. And I asked them to get here before you, but they chose not to.
I know not what you mean, Sylvan.
Who would do that?
Oh, Sulin, lighten up. It's just some harmless fun. It's not like we're pressed for time or anything.
Says the man whose beloved shield bearer isn't possibly being tormented by a sadistic dude right now. Remember that it's not rape, it's surprise intercourse. Isn't that right, EA? It's ethical.
It's ethical.
Highly ethical. Very
Organic.
I mean, we still have to wait for Roya to get back from her
That's
tasks.
if she comes back.
Of course she'll come back. She's Roya.
I mean, we can still go into the main city without her.
Can we?
Can we not?
That's what we do not know. We've not tried. We've been to other places that wouldn't let us through to the inner cities because of their levels of entering. The Parchstone,
Yeah, but like that was totally different.
controlled by the same ones that control this city.
To be fair, they aren't really controlling the Parchstone at that point. They just say that they do, but there's nobody actually there.
Also, you can't take things that happened from society thousands of years ago and just apply them to this one.
Others have, and other things have continued. That's how we get our heritage.
No, what I mean is just that, like,
Look, there's no need to dwell on this. Let's just. I was thinking we should maybe look around to see if there's anything we can do in this town to aid people and perhaps gather some information ourselves at the same time.
That sounds good, but wouldn't it be an idea for you and you to try and find out more about the law?
That's probably a good idea. If we can find some kind of Athenaeum? An Athenaeum.
Or just someone that sells law books.
Yeah, a book merchant of some kind, then we could...
Well, you wouldn't find it in the outer city, I'm guessing, probably in the inner city. But again, these things need to be done because any day they could call upon us to...
Yes, they could.
But that's only if they know we're here.
Yes.
And they either know we're here from word of mouth, because we haven't gone and...
Everybody else seems to know we're here.
We haven't announced ourselves.
No, we have not.
So, what I'm getting at is we could be considered being
Slovenly.
Yes.
Well, you see, we're deliberately waiting until Roya gets some information. To see if we can get some possible allies before we go to the...
But could they not find that as a slight?
As a slight?
Maybe if you were to be seen to be working towards your goals as you wait for Roya, it may not come off as well.
Hey,
as
goal
bad.
is go ask if we get a bunch of money.
Well, the money's second. Getting
Yes,
the
but,
crown is the most important.
Well, yeah.
Try to getting the trident is the only thing that's important.
The crown.
Yes,
Pick up
that is
grain.
the paramount item in order to...
All else is wind.
And 'tis not like to be easy knowing Burmans.
The trident may be...
The people who are listening in on you just look very affronted when you say that.
Yeah, fuck 'em. That Burmans.
Yep, it's going to go well.
I should be glaring at them for stealing my goddamn homeland.
Please, that
I keep that
before
one.
you were born.
Keep that eternal.
I think at the stage we've got too many things that go ill in our favour. So we need to see what Roya can accomplish.
Finding the law would probably be a good thing for your time.
Well, yes, I will. I mean, I was wondering whether Edrin would be able to. He's more of an expert in finding those type of places.
Those that follow us, and I'll just throw a look up at a random rooftop, may also have a harder time interacting with us inside the inner city. Especially not around here, as there don't seem to be any guards.
Is
I imagine that's much to do with our lodgings, though.
yes.
Our fantastic proprietor.
Also, I'm sure there's laws that they don't just have as public knowledge for a reason.
Yes, but that's why you need to find someone that will get on your side.
This is what Roya is supposedly accomplishing right now.
So we're just to sit and wait and...
No, we can find other things to do, and I do agree that we should find out as much as we can as far as written laws in order to help us.
Well, if you wish to find some work, then we should find some work and be done with this. We've got many things we have to do.
Well, the thing is, in finding work, we may find other allies in the process.
To get those allies, we'd have to go work our way up to them, because we have got no contacts in the city.
No, we do not.
So I'll defer to you on this one, Saphira. I'm out of my depth here.
I understand. I imagine that makes you uncomfortable.
Would it not, you?
I'm not exactly positively disposed to being in the eye of the tiger.
What?
Eye of the what?
A large feline comes from the southern jungle regions of Serenia.
Change the fucking names. Fuck you, Sphero. Fuck you.
No known predator.
Yeah.
Much like the large wolves from the mountains of my country. In the vein of finding work, I did ask about the locations of the boards, but
You asked some shady-looking guy.
he was not very helpful.
They may not have boards here, but a guild? Guild?
Maybe. I try not to visit too many large cities.
Well, that's where we found them in somewhere else.
In somewhere else.
Sandra Mary's.
Look around.
The crowd is suddenly thinning as a couple of people run off in different directions.
We must move now.
Yeah, but where are we going?
Anywhere but here and drag.
Let's go to the trades quarter.
I will not put up any resistance to being dragged away by Solon.
That's funnier than my comment was going to be. You haul him off. I mean, you pull him away.
Oh. There's things that you cannot say here. I've already explained this. If you wish to live through this, you need to stop.
The smells of the trades quarter waft over you. The tannin and other such things.
It's hard enough hiding this one here without announcing.
Yeah, but it's difficult to just not say things sometimes.
I know.
Sometimes you say things before you think about it.
I know. I realise this, but there's
Sometimes.
some words must not be spoken, and that's one of them. If you wish to live through this, especially with what's going on and what we're doing, we need to be at our utmost vigilant.
Okay, I'll try.
And
You're a big crowd of cheering, hooting people is coming.
Do they sound like they're cheering in a like boo kind of way, or
No, they
more
sound
of a-
ebullient.
Okay.
push through these on the side, and then
It's a big crowd. There's women throwing flowers and that, and men cheering and hooting. And you can. There's too much noise going on for you to be able to easily hear any specific words.
is there anyone in the lead that we can see?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
9.
Then there isn't.
7.
Oh, okay.
Who is leading them?
Right. So
I got a 1.
at not quite the forefront of the crowd, but very obviously the center of its attention, is a giant. Armor, like scratched up, worn, battered. He's as wide. He's almost as wide as Saphira was tall, and he's taller than him. Flowing grey hair, big mustache, giant hammer across one shoulders, and he's just like, yes, yes, I'm amazing. His armor actually expands when he flexes.
He's quite a man. Look at the size of him.
You know who this is. You've seen statues of this guy around the place. Like, dotted occasionally. Obviously, this is someone famous. The crowd passes you by of like adoring, worshipful people. He's followed by a small train of like attendants, obviously. Like there's a squire dress guy, there's a horse with like packs all over it, and alarmingly a whole other set of armor stacked up on it.
He looks familiar. I can't place him though.
I'm guessing he's just stopped and he's leaning up against a statue and sort of. And then carries on.
If you want.
'Cause
Yep.
it's that kind of person, isn't he?
His gregarious awesomeness is projected everywhere. His armor is shaped in lions' heads, and he's like slate grey, tabard in red and white. More lions. He has a huge etched hammer in a circle on his breastplate, and he's carrying a shield as tall as you are, with a blue field and a big lion's head on it as well. I mean, I should mention his hammer alone probably is as tall as him, a big two-handed maul, with a nice lion's head on the back, a big broad front. The crowd is very interested in following him along. Men, women, even passers-by on the street just seem like, oh yeah, cool.
I didn't realise that statue was actual size.
Slap. Actual size sticker.
And I thought you were a giant.
Must be a big local legend.
Well, they make
I think
normally
he's big anywhere he goes.
you don't normally make statues of someone while they're alive normally, so he must be very important.
Yes. Well, you saw his grey hair and beard. He's obviously getting on in years.
Towards the gates.
But he still looks very capable for his age.
You're from Strumblet, you'd probably have heard of this guy. Did I include him in the heroes list?
I did just flip through there. I'll check again. Now that I think of it, that must be Sir Reinhardt.
Oh, you know of him?
Yes. Not much. Fearsome and well-known warrior. Known most obviously for his size.
Yes.
I had never seen him before. I didn't quite get what the tales meant.
I'm sure he's regarded as a just and honourable man.
I didn't mention him there. Is he particularly well-known for such things?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yes, as far as the stories portray. But,
He's a tournament champion. Repeated tournament champion. He's also for hire. Like, say an old lady is unjustly treated and there's a trial by combat, she could hire someone who is a champion, and he is a champion, and he is for hire. So if you had enough money, or if the course was just enough, you could hire him. He also is a champion. Champions are also, just as a meta thing, they're also people you can go to because they're professional fighters, they're basically masters. They can level you if you need it, or train you in things for money. It's a common thing for people to go to champions and ask for weapons training then.
no. A fierce warrior in many a tournament. It's possible to hire him to resolve trial by combats and other such things if he views it just enough, or if you have enough coin.
I would hate to be the one who had to go up against him in such a contest.
Especially if you weren't expecting such a thing.
Indeed. Anyway, shall we carry on?
I'm sure that will never happen.
I have a mini.
He seems to be for the inner city. This will be a chance for us maybe to learn if we can even gain access. If we can even gain.
Don't you just want to kiss these lips?